Alrighty, from Macomb City Hall, this is Macomb Mayor Mike Inman. Thanks for joining us. Today is Monday, the 18th of May. More than halfway through the month of May. For some of us, that's unbelievable, and just in the time alone. We're here with our local update on the COVID-19 situation in Macomb and McDonough County. Information that's being shared with us from the McDonough County Health Department includes information and reports from over the weekend. For example, since we last spoke, there were 3 additional cases reported, confirmed cases reported in McDonough County on Saturday. There were 3 additional cases then again on Sunday, and then no additional cases today, bringing our total number of positive cases in McDonough County to 64, with 24 folks reporting that they have recovered from the disease. However, we are sharing with you another bit of sad news, is another death. So a total of 3 persons have lost their lives during this pandemic here in McDonough County. The health department continues to indicate that it's increasingly important to take those precautions that we've all made a part of our life, or at least we hope we've all made a part of our lifestyle these days, and that's to minimize the transmission of this disease. And as these counts are likely to go higher, that they're strongly urging us to, as residents in McDonough County, to continue wearing face coverings, practice physical distancing, and including washing your hands. Those things should be going on in the entire community. And they're stressing that cloth face coverings, when properly worn, are an important source to control the asymptomatic spread of this disease. In other words, that folks that aren't displaying any symptoms, by them wearing a face covering in public, minimizes their ability to transmit the virus inadvertently, obviously. So again, the health department here locally is really encouraging that, and as well as keeping in compliance with the governor's stay-at-home order. Some bit of encouragement, though, along those lines. We continue, in spite of these additional statistics that we're sharing with you, still staying in the acceptable by the standard for moving us into the next phase of this response, Restore Illinois. We're still meeting those matrix. The positivity level is at an acceptable rate. The number of new cases is keeping below the threshold, and unfortunately, in spite of an additional death report today, that too is maintaining that matrix. So looking forward to, at the end of this month, likely proceeding into the next phase. This past weekend, though, we did have an opportunity to celebrate with Macomb High School graduates, the class of 2020. To them, we extend our very best and sincere wishes, but you may have had an opportunity to see some of those students with their senior class photographs displayed in many of our downtown businesses. We want to thank the Macomb Park District. They were help collaborate with that project, along with the Macomb Arts Center and Downtown Development Office here at the city, to bring that a little bit of extra special acknowledgement to those seniors that graduated. Originally, we were set to graduate this past Saturday, but that was postponed till Sunday. Had an opportunity to go drive by that event in the west parking lot of Macomb High School. And it was unusual for sure, but it seemed like it went off very well. So kudos to Dr. Toomey and Mr. Sullivan at Macomb High and at the school district, and all the folks that made that happen. It was a memorable event, to say the least, and went off from all apparent indications well. The other thing we want to continue to remind folks is that although these cases, again, are coming with some less frequency, so that's a good thing. And again, I want to again express our sincere appreciation to those that are doing their very best to abide by these guidelines. And if you, again, have any symptoms of or any indication you may have been exposed to the virus, the MDH Nurse Triage Hotline is still available. That number is appearing on your screen. That's from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., 7 days a week. Again, there is no doctor's order required, but they are just asking that you could coordinate with the nurse hotline so that they could stage you in and be prepared for your arrival. And that is an indication that the testing process is going on much more widely widely, not only here locally, but in the state. And again, as it relates to moving forward in the economic recovery of this disease, and at the same time minimizing the spread, testing and contact tracing is an important part of that. And we're glad to see that's moving forward. We'll continue to keep you updated. As always, if you've got any particular questions or concerns that you'd like to share with us about what's going on in the community, both related to COVID and just in general, City Hall remains open. We are making some plans to maybe open up on a limited basis and towards the end of the month, should we make it into phase 3, as we anticipate we will. The city staff is gearing up for some modifications to public spaces in City Hall to accommodate social distancing and those guidelines, incorporation of those guidelines from both the CDC and the local health department. So be assured that we're doing our part to get prepared for phase 3. We would encourage local business owners that they too be taking those steps to be prepared to move into phase 3. So again, keep in touch, and thanks for watching today.